101.5 FM, tracing the Big D. That was Tamara Stewart. And joining us on the line, guess what?
What?
Bond.
James Bond.
No, Mick Bond from Brewn. G'day, Mick, how you going?
Good, mate. Yeah, I haven't heard that one before, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't.
How are you guys?
Really good, really good. Now, a re-release, I got to tell you, when I saw the name Bollywood Cowboy, I heard it before, all good. Our niece is getting married in September. I rung her up the other day on a phone number that she couldn't recognise from, and I've gone, so she's been hit from everyone. I've gone, hello there, I'm wondering if you're considering having a Bollywood wedding. And she hung up in my ear, which is not surprising. But the whole Bollywood has just captured everyone's imagination lately, hasn't it?
It has, yeah. Look, it's all a bit of tongue-in-cheek and with absolutely no disrespect for the Bollywood community whatsoever. But the guys, we come together with this sort of weird sound on the guitar, and then we started playing with the whole idea of, someone from, say, Texas, real cowboy that's gone into a dream of the Bollywood cowboy movie, Bollywood movie playing in the background, and next minute he finds himself in the movie and totally out of his comfort zone, and and by the end of it he feels like he's really liking this Bollywood idea and finding himself a bit of a Bollywood cowboy. So it's a bit of a funny song, that's sort of what we're at.
I don't know what you blokes are brewing, but it sounds like whatever the medication is that you're brewing, it's working.
Yeah, it was a good rehearsal session, that one, when we wrote that, so I'll leave it at that.
I can imagine, yeah, and I'm sure it was a good recording session when you did that film clip too, boys. Yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there was a bit of eye candy around in the film clip. We had a bit of fun, it was great, yeah.
And you're certainly not talking about yourself, that's for sure.
Oh. No, that's right, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the girls weren't bad either.
So tell us about the band Brewn. How long have you been around?
We've been together as Brewn for about 3.5 years now, I think, roughly. Started off myself and my cousin Scott, who's not with us anymore, but we headed off to Tamworth just busking and songwriting, and we met up with some people up in Tamworth, likes of Steve Newton at Enric Studios, and he helped us along and sort of give us a few pointers, and then we came back and enlisted the Barbara twins, and we went off from there, basically, and we started recording and doing all that, and then we come across some good management, and now the band's starting to take off, which is a bit more polished now. So, and that's how we got to where we're at now.
And the songs that you guys do, like songwriting, who's your influences, and does everybody in the band get together, or have we got one particular person?
No, it really is a group effort. I mean, some songs are, like myself, I might string out a few songs here at home and then head off to rehearsal and show the guys, and next minute it turns into something way bigger than I ever imagined. And then also the Barbara twins, John and Anthony, those guys are fantastic songwriters. They've just got a totally different look on songwriting than what I do, which is great because it makes me look outside the box. And so it really is a group effort, and I suppose that's why it comes out so different.
So what are the influences from yourself as far as the music? If you were to go down and plug in your MP3 player, what sort of music would we hear on it?
Well, it really is a big mixed bag. I have a lot of influences myself. I'm probably the most country one out of the lot of us. I grew up with country music around me with my father, and Slim Dusty and Chad Morgan and Johnny Cash and all that great stuff as I grew up as a kid. And then as I become a teenager, I tried to wear, tight jeans and trying to be Bon Jovi and listen to Jimmy Barnes, Cold Chisel, all that sort of stuff as I grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney. And, and then the guys, their influences are, they came from a rock influence, I suppose, but also almost a funk sort of rock influence. So that's all we get, a real different sound that everyone's got.
I think that's really important, though, with any band, is to have that eclectic nature. That so you're bringing a wider variety and a wider range of music influences. Some of the best bands I've heard have been musicians that have been classically trained, and then take together just a different sound. So it certainly works for you.
Oh, most certainly. Look, I'll be honest with you, my iPod would never be played in one of the Barbara's cars. They hate my stuff and vice versa, you know. So together we write really well. So yeah.
So what's upcoming for Brewn over the next month or so?
Well, just as we're speaking, I'm actually recording a vocal track to a new single, which is hopefully coming out in the next few months. I'll keep that secret at the moment, but that'll be coming out soon. We'll let you guys know when it's about to come. And then hopefully some heavy touring near the sort of halfway through to the end of the year. That's the plan. So we certainly want to head up the East Coast and head up towards the top end of Queensland. That's definitely on the cards later on this year, hopefully.
Now, you guys describe yourselves as your brand of music is barbecue rock. Now, I mean, I've heard of punk rock and pop rock and country rock. Is barbecue rock, is this the sort of stuff that we're going to chuck that snag on the barbecue while we're pumping out some Brewn music? Is that the idea of barbecue rock?
Totally. You got it in a nutshell there. That's perfect description. Barbecue rock is a term a friend of mine come up with, and it describes us beautifully. And we thought, yep, that's perfect. We'll go with that.
I like it.
So, I mean, barbecue country with a real country influence, I suppose. We are a true country rock band, I suppose, with probably more of an Australian rock influence in our music, which is makes it a little different to your average sort of country rock band.
And like you sort of think barbecue rock, you can just put it straight in there. You've got the swimming pool there, you've got the weekend, you're hanging your arm out the ute, driving up the highway on Friday afternoon because you're going away for the weekend. So I'm thinking I'd like to hear a bit more barbecue rock. I like it. It's good.
Yeah, most certainly. That's exactly how we want it. And let me tell you, the next single that's coming out is smoking barbecue rock, so you're going to love it.
Ooh, bit of smoky on the side there. Oh, we're starting to twist it out there.
Well, we've been speaking with Mick Bond from Brewn, and we're going to play their big single, Bollywood Cowboy. This was a re-release job too, wasn't it, Mick?
Yeah, it was. We sort of did the first release on our own, recorded it and set it out there, and we've had some good guidance. And also then we looked at the song and thought, you know what, we probably should have done a better job. And I'll be honest, that's what it is. And we've got the good guidance behind us now and re-recorded it and sort of rocked it up a little bit, a bit more upbeat. And we thought it was too good a song just to let it go. We wanted to have another go, so.
Mate, it's always refreshing to hear musicians to say, you know, we heard some advice and took it and went with it, rather than there's plenty of people out there who say, nah, I know best.
Yeah.
No, most certainly, yeah. You got to listen, because there's so much advice out there, and there's so many other people that have done it already, and you got to listen to what people have got to say, and then turn it around and have another go.
Well, folks, Sorry, go on.
You're right.
I was just going to say, chuck another snag on the Barbie. We're going to sit back with some barbecue rock. Make sure there's a little bit of Indian sauce on the side for this one.
Yeah, a little bit of chili, yeah. And a hell of a
bit of curry. A bit of curry on the side. Maybe curried sausages.
Oh,
that's it.
God. And Mick, thank the band for the remake of this song, because it is fantastic. And keep us in the loop, because we like to get the scoop every now and then. So when you get that smokehouse thing going, you give us a call and we'll give that a run and have another chat with you.
You'll be first on the list, I promise.
Oh, I'm going to help.
Here's Bollywood Cowboy and Brewn, smoking it up.